Algonquin Park is a breathtaking wilderness oasis. Join us as we embark on an epic adventure, immersing ourselves in stunning landscapes, encountering incredible wildlife, and discovering the hidden gems of this natural wonder. Are you ready to dive in? Now don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're interested in watching more videos like this one on travel throughout Canada and around the world. Now welcome to Algonquin Park. This park is the oldest provincial park in Canada and was established in 1893. The park covers an area of 7,000 square kilometers, making it also one of the largest provincial parks in the country of Canada. What makes this place unique is that it is home to over 2,400 lakes and 1,200 kilometers of streams and rivers. More importantly, there are many restrictions with the land use, making it one of the most protected areas in Canada. For example, there is no private ownership of land, and there are many restrictions on the use of motorboats, etc., so you'll find most people portaging when they actually do go to the park. When we first arrived in Algonquin Park, something incredible happened.
Crazy experience just happened.
Yeah, the most crazy experience just happened. We just literally filmed the moose, and he was moving around right near the highway. Around a dozen or so cars pulled off the highway 60 in Algonquin Park, and yeah, that was the first up close encounter that.
This was the first time we've run into a moose, and we've been in the park so many times. So incredible.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Hopefully you guys can see some of the footage that I'll post right now. So we just arrived in Algonquin Park, and we literally actually see a moose. Here he is, literally right behind me. I don't know if you can see like in the camera there, but yeah, it's pretty incredible. We've never seen a moose up front and close like this, so it's actually really freaking awesome. Now, after the moose sighting, the weather wasn't the greatest, so we hiked on a few short trails and pulled off to the side of the road to see a mini waterfall. It's really beautiful here. They even have like actually waterfalls scattered throughout Algonquin Park as well. Now, on our last full day in the park, we ended up driving through the entire park and had an opportunity to hike 3 trails. So we're currently at the West Gate. We just drove probably 40 minutes through the entire park, saw one moose, and we're gonna go back and try to hit up some trails to see what else hopefully we'll be able to see some other wildlife and some beautiful nature. But at the West Gate, they have this little cool map. Yeah, and it confirms that it's the oldest and most famous provincial park in Ontario since 1893. Yeah, so it feels like you're kind of like in a little bit of history here, right? But yeah, definitely, hopefully it's going to be fun, and we'll report back and show you guys what we're able to see in our trail adventures. So our first trail is called Peck Lake Trail. It's around 1.1 kilometers, and 1.9 kilometers, and they estimate that it'll take around an hour and a half to complete. We may or may not do the whole loop, but yeah, it's gonna be, so far it looks beautiful, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the scenery. Yeah, absolutely beautiful here. Really cute little river here as well. Second river that we actually found so far hiking, and I'm sure there's many others. So the second trail we're going to today, it's called Bat Lake Trail. It's actually a 5-kilometer loop, and it should take around 2 to 3 hours for those that are actually interested in doing it. And I believe there's a couple boardwalks and a lake as well that you'll be able to see towards the middle to end of the trail. I think we found the tallest tree in Algonquin Park, maybe Ontario as a whole. Really, really big. We believe this tree was likely the eastern white pine known as Pinna strobus, which can grow up to 40 meters or 130 feet tall. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, the path is really icy. It's like April and it's still kind of icy here. Keep that in mind if you guys are expecting to have like basically perfect trails that are easy to navigate. It's been quite challenging, but it's worth it in the end. So our third trail attempt is called Spruce Bog Boardwalk, and it says it's a total of 1.5 kilometers. And we're thinking this one could take approximately an hour or less, and hopefully it doesn't, but apparently there's lots of boardwalks on this trail, so looking forward to seeing the scenery. Apparently it's 50% boardwalk for the entire trail. It's a ton of wood, and maybe the wood's actually from Algonquin Park, like who knows, but yeah, it's actually a very unique trail. Highly recommend doing it. There's also lots of benches too for sitting. If you're going with your parents or grandparents and they're a little bit older and have trouble walking, this is probably a good trail option for them. I think this is by far our favorite trail of the day, just because it's not hard to walk on, it's beautiful, it's actually kind of warm here, and the scenery is just great. So yeah, highly recommend the Recommend, what's it called? The Boardwalk Trail or something?
Spruce Bog.
The Spruce Bog Trail. Not the most glamorous, but if you have to pee in the woods, they definitely got you covered. I'll give you a little tour. Yeah, so definitely not like the best, but good enough. So that concludes our Algonquin day trip for the day. We won't be coming back here for our stay here, but I have to say what's really special about Algonquin Park is the privacy. There's literally no development. You can't buy property here. You're basically in pristine Canadian northern wilderness, and there's over 222 lakes from what I understand. And yeah, tons of fishing, portaging, canoeing, and you actually won't see a ton of motorboats in here because I believe there's restrictions on that as well. So yeah, overall a beautiful place to come. If you're avid hiker in Ontario or visiting the region, definitely check out Algonquin Park. You won't be disappointed. In case you enjoyed the video and learned something new, we'll be posting travel videos on a regular basis, specifically throughout Ontario and other exotic places around the world.